I'm Macy Eglund. We begin with a story you'll see only in Newsday. Concerns about drones sparking possible change. The state legislature, fearing civil rights abuses, is poised to restrict the use of drones. The new proposal focuses on the increasing use of drones in law enforcement, who use them for things like monitoring traffic and shark patrols. The concern is over potential privacy abuse because once a drone is in the air, its ability to watch individuals, groups, and vehicles is seemingly limitless. Well, your commute is costing more this morning. The MTA's latest fare increase, which raises LIRR rates 4%, went into effect yesterday. You'll also pay more to ride the subways as well as nice buses in Nassau County. Plus, the 20-trip ticket has now been eliminated.
The prices are going up, but the service is not going up. We need more convenience as far as time. We need more convenience as far as announcements.
I think it's, if people's wages went up 5% at the same time, I think that would be nice.
The MTA says the increases are necessary to keep up with growing expenses. A deadly month continues on Long Island roads. 3 more people killed in separate crashes across Suffolk County over the weekend. A Shoreham man was killed in this crash yesterday morning. It split his car in half in Port Jefferson Station. At least 21 people have died in crashes in Suffolk and Nassau in the first 20 days of August, according to police. A North Massapequa man is accused of firing multiple shots from a semi-automatic rifle into a pair of neighboring homes. Stephen Fergand will be arraigned today. Police say he fired shots about 12:45 yesterday morning from a basement apartment on Sussex Avenue. The bullets ended up in the living room of a neighboring home and the exterior wall of another. Thankfully, no one was hurt. Court today for the gun-wielding suspect hit by a police SUV in North Belmore. Kyber Calderon was arraigned at the hospital last week. A police officer used their vehicle to hit Calderon, who they say was waving a gun at cars after firing a shot into the air last week. President Biden is set to visit wildfire-devastated Hawaii today. It comes as we hear from a Long Island couple who was caught up in the fire in Maui. Scott Purick and Jenna Gardner were vacationing when the flames broke out. They were forced to flee when the fire got within 200 feet of them. The couple, who is now back home, ditched their rental car and trekked about 6 miles to their hotel. They tell us they hope talking about their experience helps keep the focus on the victims. More tent dorms to house migrants are open in New York City. The shelter for homeless immigrants opened yesterday on Randall's Island. It is the largest migrant relief center in the city. As many as 3,000 adults are expected to live here.
Our goal here is to be able to, for asylum seekers coming into New York City, give you the resources that you need to be able to take the next step forward your journey as fast as possible.
Last week, hundreds of people from Floral Park and surrounding areas protested the Migrant Relief Center here on the Nassau-Queens border at Creedmoor Psychiatric Center. The ongoing migrant crisis will likely be one of the topics at the first GOP presidential debate this week. These are the 8 candidates who qualified to be on stage this Wednesday night. Now, former President Donald Trump says he's skipping it. On social media last night, he posted, quote, "The public knows who I am and what a successful presidency I had." Newsday's White House correspondent Laura Figueroa Hernandez says Trump will still be a factor.
Whether he's there or not, he's obviously going to be a big part of the debate because he is the front runner and he is the one where, all the other challengers on the debate stage want to be where he is at. So obviously, there will be questions about, how his indictment will affect the elections, whether it affects his electability. And the question is, how will the candidates respond? Will they go after Trump or will they be more supportive and sympathetic to him?
You can read more about the debate on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Loved ones are remembering philanthropist and artist Helen Ann Dolan of Cove Neck. Dolan died on Saturday. She's being remembered for her support to educational institutions on Long Island and beyond. Dolan and her husband, Cablevision founder Charles Dolan, were married for 73 years and had 6 children, 22 grandchildren, and 4 great-grandchildren. Her son Pat is the owner of Newsday. Helen Dolan was 96 years old. Umberto's of New Hyde Park held an Alfa Romeo car show to help Island Harvest Food Bank. Steve Langford has the story beyond the obvious Italian connection.
A few fancy cars, some great cuisine, and a food drive. Not the first thing that comes to mind on a beautiful Sunday in late August.
I just brought one bag of food. It'll help a family. If everyone did that occasionally, I think we'd have much less hunger across the country, across the world, everything.
It proves to be a powerful combination. Island Harvest Food Bank, the Alfa Romeo Owners Club, and Umberto's Pizzeria in New Hyde Park, teaming up for a good cause.
The response has been overwhelming. I've been here for 17 minutes. We already have 2 full food drive boxes and a little bit of cash donations.
Umberto's and Alfa Romeo's, beyond the obvious Italian connection, there's a story here.
So Umberto's first sports car was an Alfa Romeo. So we said, why not? Pizza, fabulous car, fabulous charity.
When Umberto Corteo came to Long Island in the early 1960s, he was leaving behind post-war poverty-stricken southern Italy.
We've been in business since 1965, and Umberto himself had fought food insecurity as a child. So this is a cause close to our heart.
La Dolce Vita in the New World meant for many a love for Italian cars, like the Alfa Romeo.
It's a lot of fun. It's like being at a go-kart.
Dino Pappas managed to get his hands on a 1964 Giulia Sprint GT, a model descended from the Alfa Romeo Giulietta, whose name was a match made in Shakespeare.
A journalist went into the Alfa Romeo showroom, rather factory, and he said to the manufacturers of the car, I see a lot of Romeos, but I don't see any Juliets.
A love story twist, just part of the American dream, in which nice cars and great food are only a couple of reasons to remember those who still need a helping hand. Steve Langford for Newsday TV.
Great event there. Let's take a look at your hyperlocal Monday weather now. This is a look at Cooper's Beach in Southampton. Mostly sunny and hot today, so perfect day for the beach. Here's a look at your day planner today. Great start to the work week. Highs in the mid-80s. And tomorrow, looking pretty good as well. Partly cloudy in the upper 70s for your Tuesday. However, tonight we could potentially see some scattered showers. You see them here on the Futurecast, so just be mindful of that. Coming up, we'll take a look at your 7-day forecast.
Long Island weather is brought to you by the Canine Center. Newsday Sports is brought to you by PC Richard & Son.
Newsday Sports and high school football players are back on the gridiron. Training camps are now underway. Carissa Kelman has the story you'll see only in Newsday.
Just texting all morning, I can't wait to be there, I can't wait to be there. I got here an hour early, and just to be here, I was just so excited.
It's the official start of high school football practice on Long Island, and here at Wantagh, these players are excited to prep for another season.
Got a knot in my stomach. I'm just so happy to be out here. We've been waiting for this for all year.
From the day it ended last year to today, it's like it's Christmas morning. It's great to see how excited they are.
I think we have strengths all over the offense. I think we have strengths all over the defense. So it's going to be exciting to put it all together.
So far, the off-season's been as good as I've had in 30 years here. They've been committed, they've been working, great teamwork, they do everything you expect them to do.
And we've come out every day, morning weight room, summer workouts. It's our end goal to be in the championship again.
I could say at the end of the year that I gave it my all in the off-season. So if we do come up short, I can say I gave it my all.
In Wantagh, Carissa Kelman, Newsday TV.
You can read more about the high school football training camps on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. A Hamptons village is packed with nautical history and fun places to explore. Let's head to Sag Harbor for today's Destination Downtown. Sag Harbor sits right on the water on the South Fork of the East End. Well known for its main street featuring dozens of local shops and restaurants. And this time of year, it's packed with people. Blocks and blocks of boutiques for great local shopping and local eats around every corner. But to enjoy Sag Harbor as it is today, it's important to learn about its past.
Sag Harbor history is really America's history.
The Sag Harbor Whaling and Historical Museum on Main Street used to be home to the Hunting family, who started the whaling industry in the village. This beautiful building dates back to 1845. Really a fitting place to hold this whaling history, considering who owned it. It officially opened as a museum about 100 years later in 1942.
Beautiful example of Greek Revival architecture, one of the best on Long Island, if not in all of New York State. It's really worth a visit just for that alone.
It's now filled with whaling artifacts donated by members of the community. Doc Toro says Sag Harbor was the 6th largest whaling port in America.
Every year we're getting new donations of people cleaning out their attics or finding things. The community really understands the value of history here.
Also in the heart of downtown, right on Main Street, sits a building this village is well known for. Catch a show at Sag Harbor Cinema. The theater has a history dating back over a century. And after a day of exploring and shopping, it's time for a treat at Sagtown Coffee. Both the theater and this coffee shop bounced back from a devastating fire in December of 2016.
So after the fire, we rebuilt the store and expanded to Main Street. So we expanded the kitchen. Now we have a lot more food offerings, and as well as a retail store in the front.
Oh, so you've really rebuilt bigger and better.
Bigger and better, exactly.
Sagtown opened in 2012, offering specialty lattes, teas, and other beverages, plus locally sourced baked goods, breakfast, and lunch. Smoothies and these beautiful acai bowls are really popular here. Super refreshing on a hot summer day in Sag Harbor.
Sag Harbor just keeps getting more and more popular. So, you know, I'm very, very lucky and fortunate to have a business right in the heart of town.
Such a great spot. For more on Destination Downtown Sag Harbor, go to Newsday.com, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box.
We are the people that go to meetings, look at the documents for you. That means a lot to the people who influence policy. It means a lot to our readers.
Newsday, covering Long Island like no one else can.
I'm Macy Eglin. Thanks for joining us. Hope you have a great Monday. We'll leave you with a look at your 7-day hyperlocal forecast.